Hey guys,
Hello.
do you watch Lifetime movies? We do. We watched The Wrong Boy Next Door.
Ah! The Wrong Boy Next Door is the movie that we watched for this episode of Nick on Cage's Canon, whatever we're going to call Lifetime movies. My name is Brian Lee. To my left is
Bram.
to my right is Lee. Bram! Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Do you recommend The Wrong Boy Next Door from Lifetime movies?
I do not recommend the movie.
Brian, do you recommend The Wrong Boy Next Door? I do not.
Yeah, neither do I. Not good.
Yeah. For those of you watching right now, the temperature is 9 degrees with a real feel of -1.
Oh.
So what do your stupid friends think about this movie?
I think they liked it naturally. It wasn't good. The daughter's bad. She's a
Terrible.
bad daughter. She's a bad person.
Hot as shit.
She's was supposed to be like a 17, 18 year
No,
old.
I
Yeah.
thought you said 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's got to be like 25 or something.
She's definitely not actually 18.
Yeah, she's definitely older. The beginning, I'm not used to beginning of Lifetime movies yet, I think, because it starts
I am
off-
now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess maybe after this one, I am.
Yeah, because they all like start at the end.
Exactly.
So this one's kind of weird, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's okay. So it starts off a guy flipping houses, but his like partner, like they kill people to do it.
Yeah, let's stop right there. So what is
No,
their,
it's fine. Yeah.
what is their plan? First of all, once again, Lifetime movie, we have two guys who are partners in crime.
Yeah.
Right.
And spoiler alert, they backstab each other.
Yes.
But yeah, so what do they do? They they buy houses, they flip them. But if people don't want to sell their house, they kill them?
That's what it seems like.
I don't know. I didn't understand that.
Why do they have to kill them?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Do they kill him? I mean,
Well, they killed that one lady.
Well,
did they?
Yeah, I forget the older guy's name. But he's like, "Oh yeah, if you report me, I'll tell all the people that you murdered and
Yo, yeah, yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah."
Yeah.
So it sounds like they have a history of it, but I don't get why you have to. To me, there's plenty of houses that need flipping.
Right.
You don't need to murder people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even the kid at the beginning knew. He's like, "Oh, we don't have to kill people." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like,
Right.
never mind. Hammer, bang,
Hammer, bang.
right on his noggin."
Does the wrong boy next door, does he really need to be as shirtless as much as he is?
And why is he working out in his living room, like right in front of a window in his living room? Like,
Maybe that's where the most space is. Well, you want to work in the smelly old person room?
yes.
Probably smells like old people.
Yeah, it's like a very weird place to work out.
Don't
Like,
old people secrete a smell?
I think when you become an age, yeah, it's like a defense mechanism.
What?
Oh, wait, no, is that not a thing?
Against toll booths.
Yeah. So like you knew right away that this boy next door was the new bad guy house flipper, his new partner.
Oh my god. One, because they keep on playing ominous music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever he's on screen,
Right.
and he's wearing a hoodie with the hood up all the time.
Yeah. And like, how many times did he break into their house?
Well, and the first time he didn't do anything.
Right. I know,
Right.
it was just
Which
very-
I was so confused by that. He breaks in, the mom gets orange juice in the middle of the night, which whatever.
Why? Why was that orange juice in a pitcher? Why? And there's no fucking lid on it.
You know what happened? She probably brushed her teeth, ate Oreos, and then had orange
Oh,
juice. That's exactly what happened because it's a Lifetime movie.
the friend, not as annoying in this one.
Well, without the breakup, there's no makeup, if you know what I mean.
Samantha.
There are so many scenes in this movie where it's like someone on a computer and it's just the camera on them like looking at something for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No dialogue.
Or like cell phones.
You're just
There's a lot of that
just
too.
there's a lot of just dead scenes. The movie could have been probably 8 minutes. Maybe 8 minutes.
So when the boyfriend, first she's like creeping on him, like, yeah, when he's like working out in the shortest shorts ever,
Yes.
doing like his dumbbell flies or whatever. But then the next day, she's like looking outside, then all of a sudden, like, it's the lamest jump scare ever.
Oh.
When he's like, ha, right outside the door. So then like he lets himself in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and then and she's like, "Hi, you look pretty warm. You want something cold?"
Oh.
And she's like,
I'll get you something to cool you off.
What if I prefer something warmer?
"Yeah, hot soda."
Yeah, exactly.
Guys doing a warm beer.
like what? How did we feel about D-grade Tom Cruise? He's like out jogging.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, you don't get out here, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he threatens him with box cutter.
Yeah. Well, it was very like, I don't know. I thought he was being a douche. Like, who cares? Like the neighbor. If he wants to,
Absolutely not. Garbage day was on Tuesday. Now, I bet you it was more than 24 hours. And actually, if I was him, I would tell him, "Fuck you. You get a ticket." Because if you leave out the garbage too long, you get a ticket.
I just don't
Well,
care.
and if you're like flipping houses and doing major construction, you'd probably have a dumpster, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right. Unless
Or at
you're
least
real
definitely.
fucking
Yeah.
scummy. But
Yeah.
you would.
Or at least a bigger garbage.
Well, and
can.
honestly, the guy that got threatened, he should have been like, okay, go home, call the cops.
Right.
Like there's so many
Movie over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's so many instances where they should have just called the cops on this guy. Like I don't. Even the mom is like, oh no, she doesn't have a family.
Right. Yeah.
It's like that right there would have been like, oh, okay, call the cops.
Yeah.
So it just Lifetime movies. Man.
Is John Link the worst hide and seek champion ever? So like whenever he's scoping out the girl, he's like hiding behind like a pole.
Yeah.
But like this much of him is like
Yeah.
exposed. You're just like, and he's wearing a fucking hoodie like in the fucking summer. Or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, it's-
Are hoodies
they're
meant to?
they're fragile in California.
That is true.
They
And whenever he is spying on her at school, she always walks in slow motion.
Speaking of motion, is her running form fucking terrible?
It's like she's never ran before.
When she's doing
thing.
the trial run of how
Yeah.
long it'll take her to get over there. So it's like 58 minutes in. So like she like has her binoculars that she ordered off Amazon.
Yeah, let's talk about that too. But go ahead.
Yeah, so she's like using the binoculars to see, like what the access code is. And wait a second, why is there an access code for the front door?
And it's not on the door either. It's
Right.
next to the door. I'm sure because
That just occurred to me. So then she times herself to see how long it'll take her to get from her house to the neighbor's house because she has the ankle bracelet because she's on house arrest.
Yes.
But when she's running, her arms are like
Yeah. Yep.
she's doing like a sea shanty. She's like,
Probably like, okay, you got to be really convincing when you run. That's what they told her. Really,
Yeah.
ham it up.
ham it up.
Yeah.
You guys might have to take a second, kind of like think, because I realize this is something that I never think about. But how tall is your bed? When you stand next to it, where on your body does it?
Ours is pretty low, so it's probably about my knees.
Okay. Brandon, do you know?
Mine's a little bit higher, probably like mid thigh.
Mid thigh? Okay. Yeah, and I think mine's probably about the same thing, maybe mid thigh.
Yeah.
Hers is above her belly button. Because in multiple times throughout the movie, she'll get out of bed. It's like, why is her bed so high?
Maybe this movie has like a Shyamalan twist and they're all like little people.
Oh, and I like when she's looking through the binoculars out the window and the mom comes in. Her mom's like, what are you doing? I'm looking at the stars. Shouldn't
She's
you have a
looking
telescope?
straight ahead,
yeah.
too.
It's like, oh, yeah, I use binoculars to look at the stars straight at the house.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and the mom thought nothing of that.
Right.
And two, the fact that the daughter bought those binoculars on her mom's credit
Right,
card.
exactly.
Again, the mom thought nothing of that.
Yeah.
So the scene where she's buying the binoculars, though, it's, she goes to search.com
Yeah.
and she goes on to what is clearly Amazon.
Yes.
But and again, it shows her on a laptop, just like doing nothing, no dialogue. But then at one point she's like,
5.787.
What can that possibly? Are you trying to say $85? Is that what you're trying to say? 5.78. I'm gonna buy this toothbrush. It's 2.99. Perfect. Idiot.
yeah, you tell her.
It's like, who the fuck talks like that?
and speaking of who talks like that, she refers to the ankle bracelet as a leg iron.
Yes.
I had to Google that. I was like, who the fuck uses that?
God, what is it, 1834?
Yeah.
Like, put him in the dungeon? God.
I think the unsung hero of this movie is pink-haired girl. that's waiting outside the principal's office.
Oh, is that one with the yearbook?
So
how did she know what the yearbook was?
Yeah. Right. So there's gangly friend, and then there's her pink-haired friend, who doesn't have any lines, but does all of the face acting. She's like,
because she's just sitting there.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because the one friend is just like,
I may not have lines, but this is my time to shine.
Yeah. Well, and I find it very funny that the admin woman couldn't tell you that a student went there.
That's weird.
But all the students would be like, "Oh yeah, they went here."
Yeah.
It's I didn't understand like what I don't know. I don't get it. I didn't get it at all.
Right.
One of the biggest problems I had with this with this movie was the size of the cameras that the dude installs in the house.
Right.
They're not small at all.
And they're not well hidden.
No.
Not at all. No,
Like,
not at all.
How the mom or the daughter didn't like spot those immediately is
Okay.
And another thing.
No, because they're showing the guy inside the house that he's working on. You're telling me that he's going to have a Milwaukee impact drill, a Ryobi drill bit set, and a DeWalt fucking stapler?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, he didn't do any work.
No.
Well, he said he installed new countertops. I mean, we never saw them, but
I'm sure he put that stapler to good use for the countertops.
Yeah.
It's like
that's how you install countertops.
That's secure.
Right?
Don't set your water there.
Okay, so when coming into the end, the daughter, she realizes he's just a bad dude, and she's like, I don't ever want to see you again. I don't ever want to talk to you again. And she like walks away, and then it cuts to him. His rage is intensifies, but his rage is so unragey. It's not. It's like the least ragiest rage. He goes.
Well,
that's like as
and I
angry
feel
as
like
he
there's a lot
gets.
of like.
Yes, exactly. It's like that. She's so mean.
Why do you have to kill the tutor?
Why did he have to kill?
Because she was a big meanie.
Exactly.
I mean, she was very
right.
Good,
Oh, you mean she was a teacher trying to get her student to learn?
Actually, she was kind of a bitch, though.
Yeah.
Because she's like,
Math isn't my strongest subject. Clearly.
wow,
the thing is, I would probably be the same if the person I was tutoring threw a phone at at a teacher's face.
Yeah, which that was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's.
Is this going to be a trend in every Lifetime movie to where the mom and the daughter will be fighting and it's getting real heated, and then the daughter will be like, Dad would have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So I was going to ask you, so this is our fourth Lifetime movie now. What things have stood out to you as like, what elements are in every single movie? So we've already talked about the fact that Lifetime movies always start like at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
And then kind of restart.
Yeah.
There's always a like detective or private investigator
Correct.
character.
The mom and the daughter always seem to have.
They're kind of at.
Like they
Yeah.
butt heads
Right.
at the end. There's always like a makeup type thing.
yeah.
If the dad is there,
Men are bad.
yeah. Well, yeah. If the dad's there, he works too much. He's never home.
Right.
There's always something like that.
Yep.
And if he's not there, he passed away too early, but he was a great man.
Yeah.
I fucking lost it. And I think Vivica A. Fox is trolling us. I think because she's a producer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Starring in and producing.
yes, I think it is going to be her goal to say the title of the movie.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
Because when she did it in this movie,
It's at the very end.
I
Yeah.
fucking lost it, dude.
The wrong whatever,
Right.
she'll say the same thing. Well, you got the wrong blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You got the wrong, mechanic or whatever. I don't know. Well, who knows?
That's something.
Yeah, because like when they're at the school at the end, and I'm like, oh come on! I was getting so pumped. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, dude, she's gonna show up. She's gonna fucking shoot
Yep.
the guy, and you're like, talk about the wrong boy next
Yep,
door.
exactly.
And like it never happened. I'm like,
Nope.
oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then at the end, she's like,
He was the wrong boy next door.
It goes to the dude. He's just like sitting somewhere looking at her eating her breakfast, and then it ends. And it's just, I'm like, please don't make a Wrong Boy Next Door 2. Like, I don't want to watch this again. I don't need to, you know.
Talk about the wronger boy.
Yeah, the
Wronger boy.
Next doorier.
But, of course, at the end, the daughter learns her lesson not to
Yeah. Oh
like
my
throw
God.
phones
It was such a yeah, I really learned a lot.
Yeah,
from this
exactly.
experience.
Well, and I love how they're like, why is she was such a good student, and then when her father died, she just became a bad student. What happened?
Right.
Oh, maybe her dad died. It's like
when the bad guy has like the mom tied up and he's in the hallway.
Oh,
Why is he's like
So the I before the E, except after C.
whoa?
And that, and he kept on saying like, "Is it time for parent-teacher conference?"
Yes.
I was like, "There's no teacher here. Like, what are you talking about?"
I got the guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night. I really kind of got that vibe.
There was also a great flubbed line where like the daughter and the mother are hugging and the daughter's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Everything was my fault." And then she goes,
I'm the one that hurt Miss Grimes. I'm the one that got put on house arrest. And
like, well, because when she says it, she names off, I did it. I did it. I'm just like, you knew all this before, but you just didn't care.
"Yeah,
Like why you like? Of course you know this is all your fault, but now I don't know. It's just
yeah."
stupid.
There was the one scene I was kind of okay with at first was when the friend is breaking into the boy's house and like they're FaceTiming.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting because like she's in the house kind of like snooping around and then the boy like comes home. So it's like, oh God, like what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh boy, suspense. And then so like, I was kind of like, oh, okay, this scene isn't bad. It's kind of like well written. And I was like, oh, this is Rear Window. They stole Rear Window.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I think my last question about this movie is, who is this movie for?
I was wondering the same thing.
It's the I'm just gonna keep calling him the boy. The boy has his shirt off almost the entire movie.
Yum.
Exactly.
So it's like,
I don't know what the problem is.
so I don't know if that's for like middle-aged women or teenage women. I'm not sure. But then I also feel like Katie, the main character, she's like wearing like short shorts a lot and a tank top. So I was like, is this for like middle-aged dudes too? Like, I was just so.
I love seeing shirtless guys and scantily clad teenagers.
yeah.
I was just confused, like what demographic?
I don't know. Yeah,
and-
I agree.
I would say it's for women, but maybe like
By men. Oh,
I don't know if I'll ever like one of these goddamn movies.
I think one of them's gonna.
You think
surprise
so?
us.
I will say, after we've ragged on it for 27 minutes, this was better made than The Wrong Mr. Right.
Yeah.
Like, this looks like a movie / TV movie.
Right.
The Wrong Mr. Right, it's like, we talked about it, like the lighting was
Yeah.
super
It was
weird.
filmed
Yeah.
super weird.
Yeah, like
yeah.
this at least like kind of felt like a TV
Right.
movie. Like
Yeah.
the quality was a little bit higher.
Yeah,
so
I'd agree with that.
That's the one positive I'll say.
I'd
about
agree with
this.
that. Everything else is a stinker, but yeah, I agree with that.
Brand, do you still not recommend?
I still not recommend The Wrong Boy Next Door.
Yes. Christopher, you still not recommend the Wrong Boy Next Door?
I do not. Brian?
Negative.
Nagy?
Neggy.
Neggy.
Nagy.
That'll do it for this episode. Until next time, good journey.
If you like Nick Cage and horrible great movies from the Cannon Group films, then like, comment, and subscribe for Nick on Cage podcast.